But the goal remains a goal until you write it on a piece of paper. Then it becomes a vision. So our next steps is, what is the vision? What is the vision? Because the only reason I'm here, the only reason we're here today is because of our yesterday. Everything I've been through has defined who I am right now. So what's the goal? What's the vision? But if the good book says write the vision and make the vision plain, before you write the vision, you must have an imagination. You must be able to see yourself out of the situation that you may have been in. If you can't imagine yourself being out of the hood, you'll keep going back to the hood. It's not that I became so brand new that I wanted to remove myself from the hood, but I couldn't change in the hood. I tell you this, you show me your crowd, I'll show you your future. Because they run hand in hand. But when you start to readjust your comfort zone, I want to share something with you that you must understand, that before anything great is really achieved, your comfort zone must be disturbed. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works. You read the life of Job enough and you'll realize it ain't the start of the race you got to be careful with. You got to come find me when there's a finish line. We got to reconnect to what the vision really is. We got to reconnect to who we really are. The reason why we keep going backwards is because we're afraid of tomorrow. But we can't get to tomorrow because we must deal with today. That's why years of me playing and years of me going through what I was going through, instead of replying to what people may have said about me, I'm going to leave you with this. Toy program. My smile represents my past, and my heart represents my future. That way nobody never know what I'm thinking. So no matter what you say to me, no matter what you say I cannot do, no matter what you say I will not do, I must do. I have to do. I am king. I live as king. I walk as king. This is our new identity. The new identity is you must be okay with your comfort zone being shut up. They tell you when you start to mix a protein shake, they say it don't work unless you got the right blender. Because you got to grind it up fine enough that when it finally comes out, it goes down where it's supposed to go. You see, everybody looks at the body from the outside, but we forget it's not the outside that we're supposed to pay attention to. It's what's here. Because if I'm coming from here, I can do all things. I can do all things. Philippians 4:13 says, when I get ready to, I can do all things. See, man deals with the possible, but God deals with the impossible. And he waits for, and I'm gonna tell you something special about it. He waits for the right moment. You ever notice about God? He's always on time God. He's the God that every time we think we by ourselves, he say, I'm still carrying you. How many times did you find yourself in those lonely places and you start to whisper, but you hear somebody whisper back to you? I heard a whisper years ago. I found myself in a situation, Tori, and I'm telling you, I heard somebody say it today, we all done been through something. Trust me, we all done been through something. But I found myself in this place and I heard a whisper. And the whisper simply said, can you hear me now? Now, how many people realize that sometimes God has to put you in the most isolated positions ever to get your attention? That's why if it's something in your life that you know need changing, make sure you change it before God changes it. Because when God changes it, he gonna really test your faith. Because you can't take mama with you. You can't take daddy with you. You can't take your money with you. He gonna need you and him to spend some little one-on-one time. It's time to readjust our comfort zones. It's time to figure out whatever majority is doing, I'm gonna find myself doing the opposite. I always try to figure out what's the difference between good and great. Good is fitting in. Great is fitting out. That's the only way they're going to remember what you've ever done. That you must be on this side of the fence. Papa Jake's made a declaration many years ago that say, I don't want to straddle the fence no more. I want to come on this side because I know what this side represents. I know what eternal life once will tell me, that if I bless enough people and if I come from my heart, I know God will one day say, well done. Well done. But the journey of what we've started to do is just beginning. If it takes a village to raise one child, then it's going to take a whole lot of us to change what's going on. Nothing has ever changed. They say old school doesn't help. I beg to differ. Old school is the reason why I'm standing here. My mama putting her hands on me is the reason why I'm here. My next door neighbor putting his hands on me is the reason why I'm here. I can't say walk around and curse the way I want to curse. To me, till this day, yes ma'am is still yes ma'am. Yes sir, still yes sir. And tell a child to stay in your child's place. Because you'll never realize what it means to be grown unless you done walked in my shoes a few times.